Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss about the measure of shape. We have already discussed about the measure of central tendency and measure of dispersion or measure of spread. So let's discuss what is the measure of shape. It tells how the data points in a data set are distributed. And also shape of the data distribution can only be understandable once the data plotted on the graph. So there is some data points you have. Okay, this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, this is 5, this is 6, 7, 8. There are some data points you have. Are you able to understand anything once I just draw these data points in a single line? Are you able to understand anything? I think no. These are the 1 people, 2 people, 3 people, 4 peoples, 5 people, 6 people, 7 people, 8 peoples. If these are the height data. The one people have 1.2 feet, second 2 peoples have 2.4 feet, 3 peoples have 4 feet, so 5 peoples have 5 feet height. So with the just describing this data in the form, are you able to understand anything? I think no. So it tells that it can only be understandable once the data is plotted in the form of graph. So we need to plot this data. We need to get some shape of this data. So after that we will be able to understand. And also one important point is that it is important to note that shape of any certain kind of data can be explained such as that of quantitative data and follow a logical order and have some sort of weight, whereas qualitative data cannot be used because that qualitative data doesn't have any weight, any measurable value. So as you can see in this example, these are the people, these are the quantitative data. These people have 1.2 feet height, 2 people have 2.4 feet height. So these type of the data we have some measurable weights here. So only quantitative data we can plot. If we want to plot the qualitative data, then we need to convert the qualitative data into the quantitative data by using some coding. So that we will discuss in another video. So the measure of shape can be divided into the 3 types: symmetric distribution, asymmetric distribution, and kurtosis. Symmetric distribution. What are the symmetric distribution? Is also called as a normal distribution. Second one is a asymmetrical distribution. This is also called as a skewed distribution. And third one is kurtosis. This can only be described by using shape of the distribution. What type of the shape we have in the terms of height and flats. So let's discuss one by one. What is the symmetrical distribution? Symmetrical distribution occur when the values of variables occur at regular frequencies. Mean and median and mode occurs at a same point. It means whenever we mean, median, mode, we have a same. So whenever we are plotting the graph, so for that data set we have the same mean, median and mode, and all occurs at a same point. And when we have the 2 sides of the distribution are the mirror image of each other. Symmetric, as the name suggests, symmetric, it means the mirror image. Both sides of the distribution should have the mirror image of each other. So if we separate the distribution from the mean, what we can see on the left side of the distribution is exactly what we can see on the right side of the distribution. It means just like a mirror image. So this is the graph. If we just cut this graph in the half, you can say that this particular graph is just like a mirror image of this. So this is type of the graph is called as a symmetrical distribution. So symmetrical distribution graph can also be divided into the different types like U-shaped distribution. If we have a data set and we plot the data set and we get this type of the pattern. So this type of the pattern is called as a U-shaped distribution, but it is also called as a symmetrical U-shaped distribution. If you just divide this data from here, you can say that this is your same data as it in the right side, but mean and median are the same for this data. and B second type is the rectangular distribution. This is the U shape and this is your rectangular, and this is also a symmetrical graph from both left and right side. Let's understand by some other example. So if the distribution having the same shape on both sides of the center and only have a one peak, this is called as a normal distribution. Let whatever the symmetrical graph we have and those graph have only one peak, those are called as a normal distribution, also having the same shape on both sides of the center. Let this is your center, this is your data, and this is your center. It means whatever we have in the this side and this side, okay, we have just like a symmetrical graph and we have only one peak here. So this type of the graph is called as a normal distribution. This is the height graph of the peoples. Let's 1.5 meter height, okay, height of the students. Let these two students, some students have 1.5 feet, some students have 1.7 feet, some students have 1.9 feet, some students have 1.1 feet in a class. This is the class students height distribution data. So most of the students have a average height around 1.5 feet, but some people have 1.1 and some people have 1.9. It means there are some students have height more than average, but those students will be very less, and also have those students have the less height as compared to the average. Those students also will be very less as compared to average height students. So this type of the graph is called as a normal distribution graph. Now discuss some other symmetrical distribution. So most of the symmetrical distribution are unimodal if they have one peak. So as we had discussed in this particular previous example, in this we have only one peak. So this type of the model is called as a normal distribution. But there are some cases where this symmetrical distribution can also have more than one peak, like this. In this example, you can see that there are the two peaks we have. It means this is called as a bimodal, and here we have many peaks like 1, 2, 3, 4. This is also called as a multimodal. Let's understand this bimodal by using some example here. Let this is the frequency, this is the response time of tickets generation. Histogram above show a frequency distribution for time to response for tickets sent to a support system. So let's 0 to around 3 hours, as 2 to 3 hours, between 2 to 3 hour frequency of tickets sent is very high, you can see here, but after that it decreased till around 11 hours. Again it increased, but the ticket frequency is less as compared to the first one. So here frequency is around, you can say around 60k around, and at what time? This is around 13 to 14 hour range. So if we only looked at the numerical statistics, like, because in the as we had discussed in the symmetrical distribution is that mean and median both are same for symmetrical distribution graph. And if we talk about like what is the mean and what is the median, and without plotting this particular graph, we have this data set, how many tickets are generating at what time, only this data set we have, and we did not plot this data. So are you able to understand anything without getting only mean and median? Because mean and median will not be able to tell you about these two peaks. So in measure of shape, we get this type of the information, what type of the shape we have in the data set.